Okay, joining us live in our Tower District studios in just a second will be Christopher Velazquez. Did I say that right? Velazquez. Okay, Velazquez, my bad. We're going to talk to him about this film that is set to premiere very soon. Check this out, everybody.
So, are you alive?
Yes. And no. I am made up of code, and I am a robot. But my memories, my personal data, that will die, I suppose.
So your personal data is like your soul?
Yes. Once it's gone, it is impossible to get back. I promise to get you back to your family and get that weapon against the drones back into the hands of your father. Or we die trying. SAKURA!
All right, Christopher is here now. That looks freaking awesome.
Thank you. I
Wow.
appreciate
A lot of work.
that. Yeah. Well, so we actually made that film this year, and we did it in a time span of 3 weeks, from writing, completing to premiering it and showing it.
What was it, like an hour and a half movie?
No, it's actually it's a 20-minute short. So yeah,
It's a short.
It's a short. But
Okay,
it's pretty much a proof of concept for a larger film.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's just like the beginning.
Yeah, and what happened was I actually have a feature film written, and I've had it for about 5 years.
Okay.
And I never got the funding, was never able to really make it. I tried with some friends, 5-6 years ago, and it never really worked out. And we kind of just stayed on my computer. And then there was the Selma Originals Film Festival came up, and they were like looking for scripts. Basically, you submit a script, they approve it. They only selected a handful of scripts, and then you had 3 weeks to make the film. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to shorten it and turn it into a short film and just tell kind of the key parts of it and then see what they think. And then I sent it their way. And their main concern was, how are you going to do the robot? Because they thought I was going to do it CGI. And I was like, oh, no. I have, costumes. And so I showed them the proof of concepts. I showed them the costumes that we had built. And they greenlit it. And they were like, okay, cool. It's automatically in the festival. And that was the main thing. I wanted to have an audience to see it so I can kind of gauge if it was worth pushing forward. And we made the film in 3 weeks. It was just 4 of us that put the film together. And then we won the festival. So it was pretty cool. So it was me, my brother, a couple of cousins, and my daughter that put it together. And my daughter actually wrote a lot of her lines
You were
in the
telling
film.
me that, yeah.
Yeah, so she's
cool.
she's 9 years old. She's an aspiring actress, and she's 9 years old. She started acting when she was 2. So she's been doing this for a very long time. So she actually can run circles around me on set. Like, she's like, Dad, I wouldn't say this like this. Let's change it like that. So she is actually the cornerstone of that film.
That's great.
And because she's the only human. The whole entire film, it's just robots or it's action sequences, and she has to carry the film until you see another human at the end and stuff. So, at 9 years old, she did a pretty good job. And so now we've had such a good following that we're planning on making it a miniseries instead of a movie.
I love it.
Like
a 6-part series?
A 6-part series, yeah. Because people, they stream stuff all the time. They watch stuff from home. And it's easier to keep their attention in 15 to 20-minute format than it is a 90-minute film.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather, hey, I'm going to make a miniseries, and if you want to follow the story, you can binge the whole thing, or you can watch it when in between.
Yeah, once a week.
Once a week and stuff like that, and put it out. And so we actually have a few series that I'm working on right now, and that's the first one that's coming up in the pipeline. And then right after that, I have another series called Marceline, which is also something I've been working on for a while. It's basically just a big old fantasy imagination thing with kids. And so that's also a series. But that one, we made a short in 2016, won awards, and then we were trying to make it into the series, but life keeps happening. And then when we finally got the gears turning, COVID happened, and we had to stop production. And then, how kids grow super fast. My daughter literally aged really quickly and changed in 2 years while this whole COVID thing's going on. So we had to rewrite it again.
Okay.
And so now we're finally at that point where in October the cameras start rolling for it. So we're super excited.
Also, can we talk? We are running out of time, but November 10th. What's going on?
So November 13th. So
13th,
November 13th, we're gonna have the Violet Film Festival. It's gonna be going on in Merced. It's going to be about 4 or 5 hour festival. It's going to be at the Merced Theater, downtown Merced. You can get tickets through them. And pretty much we're going to have a red carpet. We're going to have a Q&A with filmmakers. We're going to have films from all over the world, Japan. We have a few films from England. I think there's like 10 or 12 countries. And some of those filmmakers are actually showing up. They're actually coming to the actual festival and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. And some of them are going to kind of do video Skype to kind of talk to the audience. But that's a cool thing. We've been doing that for about 4 years now. This is our 5th year doing it. And the main goal is to kind of just bring something to the Central Valley, because there's film festivals that go on and stuff like that, but Merced didn't really have that. They have a Comic-Con, but they didn't really have it, and that's actually how we got our start. We started doing it with the Comic-Con, and they were gracious enough to give us a building. Eventually, we got enough of a reputation to where the Merced Theater stepped in and was like, hey, you can use our venue. And we're like, this is amazing because it's a big theater. And so we had it prior to COVID, a huge success, and then we were going to do it during COVID. It happened or whatever, so now we're just moving that year to this year. So
well, stay tuned for more from Chris. Check it out, violetfilms.com. More information there. You'll have to come back now each time to promote whatever you got going.
Oh, yeah, sure. And real quick, I'm letting you guys know, if anybody out there is anime fans, we have a short film called Digimon Echo Blast, which is coming out. It's right now making the rounds as far as like the trailers and stuff go. We're finishing it up. Japan, there's a huge following for it right now. Wow. We've even gotten the voice actors commenting on these characters, because we basically just took an anime and did it as best as we could live action. It's an original story, so we don't touch the original anime, but we have new characters, new creations, and we took some things that have never been made before, not even by cosplayers, and brought them to life. So that comes out on Halloween night. So if you guys want to check that out, It's going to be free on YouTube. All you got to do is just type in Digimon Echo Blast or Digimon, and it should pop up.
It'll pop up.
Yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to see that too. Wow. That's my first really jump into like live action
that
stuff.
Market, right?
So I put a lot of hard work and stuff in it now. That's like a passion project for me. So,
I'll check it out.
I'm excited you guys to see it. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank
Good
you.
to meet you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm glad
it.
you're doing all these big things here in the Valley. That's freaking awesome. I'm Austin Bree. We'll be back with another guest here before the 3 o'clock hour, so stay with us.